Have you ever wondered why some love stories refuse to fade away no matter how many years pass by, haunting your thoughts long after the screen goes dark and the credits roll? We are talking about Nihan and Kemal today, and if you are anything like me, just hearing their names together instantly brings back that familiar ache in your chest, that intense roller coaster of emotions, and the absolute magic of a couple that completely redefined what it means to be truly star-crossed in television drama. Welcome back to the channel, and if this is your first time here, get comfortable because today we are diving deep into the massive cultural phenomenon of NihKem, dissecting the exact anatomy of a chemistry that completely altered the landscape of dramatic storytelling and left millions of fans spellbound across the globe. Before we go any further, take a second to hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell because trust me, you do not want to miss any of our upcoming deep dives, and while you are at it, drop a comment right now telling me which specific scene made you fall in love with them. Let us talk about the elephant in the room because even now, long after the dust has settled on their turbulent world, discussions, viral fan edits, and passionate debates about Nihan and Kemal flood our social media feeds every single day, proving that their story was never just a passing trend. What makes them so enduringly magnetic? Why do we keep coming back to their journey, rewatching the exact same heart-wrenching sequences over and over again, knowing every single word and tear by heart? The answer lies in a rare, lightning-in-a-bottle connection that transcends standard tropes. From the very first moment their eyes locked onto each other on that crowded public bus, there was a violent shift in the universe, a gravitational pull so powerful that neither of them could fight it, no matter how hard society, family expectations, social divides, and ruthless adversaries tried to tear them apart. Think closely about the unspoken language of their eyes throughout the series. So much of what made Nihan and Kemal compelling was not communicated through spoken dialogue. Television is full of grand romantic declarations and poetic speeches, but true mastery in character dynamics happens in the quiet, suffocating spaces between words. A single lingering look across a crowded room, a subtle tightening of a jaw betraying inner turmoil, the way Kemal's breathing would change the second Nihan stepped into his orbit, or the heartbreaking softening of Nihan's expression whenever she realized she was safe in his arms. That is where the magic lived. Their love was a complex language built on micro-expressions, shared glances, and an intuitive understanding that defied the chaotic world surrounding them. It felt dangerous, forbidden, and yet like the absolute truth in a universe built on lies. The tension between them was nothing short of intoxicating. We live in an era where television couples often get together far too quickly, burning through their dynamic before the narrative breathes, but Nihan and Kemal were the masterclass in slow burn agony. Every single step forward was hard-earned, paid for in blood, sweat, tears, and devastating sacrifices. Just when you thought they were finally going to catch a break, fate or the cruelty of their antagonists would yank them back to opposite sides of the chessboard. That constant push and pull created a psychological addiction for the audience. We were hooked on the anticipation, the agonizing wait for a simple touch or a fleeting moment of peace amidst the storm. It tapped into a primal part of human psychology, making us root for them as survivors fighting for their fundamental right to exist together. Let us pause for a quick second and talk about your thoughts on this dynamic because I see your comments every single day arguing about their choices, struggles, and triumphs, so let me know in the comments below. Do you think their love was a tragic inevitability, or could things have turned out differently if they had made other choices? Drop your thoughts right now and let us get a massive discussion going. When we analyze the core of their relationship, we have to look at how they balanced each other out. Kemal brought an unyielding strength born from struggle, grounding hard work, and a fierce determination to rise above his circumstances. He was the anchor, refusing to let go even when the world told him to walk away. Nihan carried the crushing weight of a gilded cage, trapped by familial duty, emotional blackmail, and the expectations of a high society that demanded her compliance while destroying her spirit. When Kemal re-entered her world, he offered her freedom, a mirror reflecting her true self, and a reason to fight back against the shackles binding her wrists. Their bond was a profound soul-deep rescue mission where they saved each other over and over again from destruction. Even today, the global impact of this couple continues to ripple across social media platforms and international forums. It is fascinating to watch new generations of viewers discover their story for the first time, experiencing the same shockwaves of emotion that we did years ago. Why does this happen? Because genuine emotional authenticity never goes out of style. In a media landscape saturated with superficial romances, the raw vulnerability of Nihan and Kemal stands as a monument to what happens when storytelling dares to be fierce, uncompromising, and deeply human. They made us feel every ounce of their pain, joy, fear, and unconditional devotion. If you are still watching and soaking in every word of this analysis, make sure to smash that like button right now to let the algorithm know that epic, legendary television love stories still hold a permanent place in our hearts. Think about the iconic visual motifs associated with them. The crashing waves of the sea that mirrored the depth of their emotions, the art that served as Nihan's silent rebellion and escape, the dark corridors of corporate power contrasted with the warm warmth of Kemal's family home. Every element of their world was constructed to amplify the high stakes of their romance, turning every interaction into a cinematic masterpiece that lingers in your memory long after the credits roll. We cannot talk about them without acknowledging the sheer emotional exhaustion they put us through as viewers. They were the ultimate emotional roller coaster. One minute you are smiling at a rare moment of happiness, and the next minute your heart is breaking as cruel plot twists tear them apart once again. That storytelling requires an immense level of trust between creators, characters, and the audience, and Nihan and Kemal delivered that trust in spades. They made the heartbreak worth it, making the agony feel justified because beneath the trauma and obstacles, their core connection remained pure and unbreakable. As we look back at the legacy they left behind, it is clear that Nihan and Kemal raised the bar impossibly high for romantic television dynamics. They proved true chemistry cannot be manufactured in a boardroom, it is either there, crackling with electricity, or it is absent. In their case, it was a blazing fire that warmed our screens and left an indelible mark on television history. Before we wrap up this deep dive, hit that subscribe button, join our community of passionate drama lovers, and let me know your favorite memory of them in the comments section down below. Thank you for watching, keep those discussions going, and I will see you in the next video.